Peace, peace, you know what it is. It's your man SKYZOO Skyzoo, live from Brooklyn, New York. And this is Joburg Today.
Hello and welcome to Joburg Today. My name is Dumi Tlapo, bringing you the best of what's going down in and around Johannesburg. World Class, sponsored by Diageo, is a competition that elevates the craft of bartenders and builds careers in the industry. We check out the national final event where the winner was announced.
We attended the World Class National Finals 2017 announcement event, an international bartending competition in its 6th year running in South Africa. The winner will represent South Africa at the Global Finals in Mexico City this August.
We invest in the bartenders in order to grow the industry and grow the South African bartending industry. And that's what World Class is about. If you go globally, bartending is a profession. People bartend for a laugh. They own their own bars, they do seminars, they educate. That's what they do for a living. Unfortunately, in South Africa, it's never been the case. The last 2 or 3 years, we've slowly started to see a few bartenders make that transition. And I think that's what World Class is about. It's about elevating the craft of bartender, creating drinks that everyone will enjoy, that are quality from the very first sip, and giving bartenders the opportunity to be the new master chefs of the world.
The judging process is a very critical stage of any competition, and we got to find out about the selection of this year's judges.
When we look at it, we look at people who've got credentials around food, flavors. They're in that sort of industry anyway. The one judge is Dom Walsh. He's last year's winner. So he can already judge and know what the standard at Globals is. If you look at Lorna is into cooking. She's actually just launched a show. So she understands flavors and profiles. David Higgs is one of the top chefs in this country. And then we have a global brand ambassador who's Dennis, our Italian judge. And again, he's got that international feel. He's a futurist, actually. He's a futurist around drinking and the culture. So that's how we come about it. We want people who add to the process as well as be able to judge based on knowledge and credibility.
You know what, being part of World Class as a judge for 2017 has been absolutely amazing. I was saying to one of the guys that I don't think I'll ever go to another bar or restaurant and expect to be given a drink just soma, you know what I mean? Just watching these guys in action, it's like art. It's like, I kept on saying, it's like they're doing like a port de bras in ballet. It's like they're so artistic with their hands and the way they move. It's just been such a beautiful thing to see. You know, for me, it wasn't about necessarily technique. It was about, is this drink balanced? Does it bring some kind of joy? Does it make me smile? Are you interactive when you're talking to me? Are you telling me a story that takes me somewhere? It was just beyond just the fact that they didn't drip a drink or something didn't fall. You know, it was an artistic experience, because at the end of the day, being a mixologist is about being an artist. You're an entertainer.
And the winner for World Class 2017 South Africa, who will represent South Africa in Mexico City at the Global Finals, is
Words cannot describe how I feel. World Class, it's amazing. Since I began in this industry, this is all I've ever wanted, and I cannot express my happiness. And this is just the beginning. I'm gonna work harder and harder every single day. I can't tell you how happy I am. Man, I'm ready this time. I'm ready, and I'm gonna do my absolute best. And I will work every single day to represent our country in the best way possible. I will pull out all the stops. This is my time. I would just say consistency and the help from the industry so far, I couldn't have done on my own. I've had so much help from these guys, and they're my family, you know what I mean? This is where it all started for me. And if you just concentrate on one thing and one thing only, you can get to where you want to be. This is evidence.
What's up, y'all? This is Leanne Dlamini, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Like us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. In celebration of Freedom Day, Africa's biggest youth hip-hop festival, Back to the City, took place in style, and this is what went down.
Every year there's a different theme to it. Like this year, it's Cry Freedom. There's a lot of mishappenings politically, hence we're saying Cry Freedom. Our theme this year was Cry Freedom. You know, you saw Steve Biko, Chris Hani on the poster. Every year we're doing it like it's our first time. We do research, what's hard, who's hard, and what's happening. It's not just about the music, but the whole hip-hop culture as a whole. Back to the City will still be here. Next year it will be bigger. It gets bigger every year, and it's still the biggest hip-hop festival in Africa, and that's what we pride ourselves with.
The importance of celebrating such days is that we're growing the culture, we're growing SA hip-hop as a whole, man, you know what I'm saying? Out there in the United States and everywhere else, it is perfect, it's done. The culture, it's understandable, everything is on point. So this time out here in SA, we're just trying to make sure that everybody is one with the culture as well, and they make sure that they support everyone. You know, you don't just pick sides and whatnot, you support everyone that's doing what they gotta do in the game.
Right now we're going major, you feel me? It's all about the international right now.
Yo, what I'm about to say is, when this homie says we just used 2 plans out of 43 plans and both of them are colossal, what you think we're gonna do?
Every culture around South Africa comes here because this is the biggest hip-hop festival ever in Africa. So everyone comes through here and then we all interact. Plus the platform for me, I appreciate it. Personally, I appreciate the platform, no doubt.
I mean, today is Freedom Day. However, I feel like today's generation, no one really celebrates Freedom Day for what it's meant to be. Like, a lot of people don't even know that today is Freedom Day. They just think that it's a public holiday, an opportunity to drink, an opportunity to be with friends, and not actually commemorate what this day represents. So I feel like as the youth, we probably need to just take self-introspection and maybe just think about the things that are around us in this day, basically. Yeah. Well, what brings me back to the city is that I'm a hip-hop head. I really love South African street culture, and that this event is really a good opportunity to see what our culture actually brings and what we have, and to share it on an international platform. So that's why I'm here.
You know, freedom is probably the most powerful word in the world. You know, I think when you think of anything in the history of the planet, it starts with freedom. Sometimes the lack thereof, you know, for you know, where it was times where it wasn't what it needed to be, the lack thereof, and times where it got where it needed to be, you embrace freedom. So freedom is the most powerful word in the world to me, and I'm just happy to be here celebrating it with the people, the culture, the home, the motherland, just where we all come from. So I'm honored every time I touch the soil, you know. For me, I think we're at a place now where the music is, you have stuff that you may not be into, sort of quote unquote commercial or whatever you want to call it. I don't want to say mainstream, but whatever you want to call it. And then you have what people call quote unquote the real. As long as you have both, you can pick and choose. You don't have to only eat what one side is feeding you. You can pick and choose what you want. And that's all due to the internet. So I'm good for now where we are. Of course, there's more ladders to climb, more steps to go, more road to travel as far as hip hop getting better and where it needs to be.
This is the motherland, bro. I've never been, I've always wanted to be here. It's special for me. It's special for Sky. He's been here before though, it's my first time. I don't know the people, man. You guys got so much heart, so much energy, so much pride. You know, we was talking about when y'all was chanting on the stage, you know, before we went on. I wish we had something like that in the US, man. Something that just showed so much pride in our people, man. But it's amazing.
Joburgers, we out here back to the city 2017. The situation as it stands right now, it's lit. This is how the youth of Johannesburg celebrates Freedom Day.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Anati, the electronic bushman, sexy chubby, and you guys are tuned in to Joburg Today.
And that's all for today. For more on the city, do check out our playlist. From myself, Dumi Tlapo, and the Joburg Today crew, it's goodbye.